You can see this camera there, the coast there, Santa Monica, Southern California, just outside of Los Angeles. A very cold, wet day, and well, that's exactly where we find Max Gordon. Max, thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. What can you tell us about what's happening there in Southern California and, well, all around California as well?
Yeah, we had several rounds of storms move through the area today, this morning, and into the afternoon. Things are drying up just a little bit, but it's still not exactly what you'd call a stellar beach day. We're also seeing plenty of snow falling in the mountains. Really no rest for the weather weary here in the Golden State. Now, at the peak of the storm activity, millions were under some sort of winter storm warning, advisory. We had sleet and hail falling at sea level in Oxnard, California. 5 to 10 inches of rain fell in lower elevations, and more than 5 feet of snow fell in the mountains. In SoCal, the infamous Interstate-Five grapevine just north of Los Angeles was shut down due to snow. The National Weather Service office in San Diego issued its first ever blizzard warning on Friday, and the National Weather Service office in Los Angeles issued its first blizzard warning in 34 years. Near the Hollywood sign, either snow or graupel fell, a very rare sight in normally sunny LA. In Northern California, more low elevation snow and massive snow totals up in the Sierra Nevada. Feet of snow falling in the mountains, which have already had a bumper crop of snow this year. According to the California Department of Water Resources, the Sierra is currently sitting at more than 180% of its normal snowpack for this time of the year, and that's great news for the drought conditions that have really plagued this state over the past couple of years. Now, in Northern California, in the Sierra Nevada, we are expecting very heavy snowfall today through around Wednesday. The National Weather Service's Sacramento office advising against any travel up in the mountains, saying that travel will soon become impossible and that road closures are likely. Back to you.
Thank you so much. And as I can see behind you, not many beachgoers there in Santa Monica. But you mentioned the fact that there was a drought in California. And I remember talking to you where you were at Lake Mead and the water levels were so low. How much of an impact do these storms have in making sure that the water remains there and maybe Lake Mead or other places raise those levels?
Yeah, that's a great question. And we aren't necessarily out of the drought just yet. Obviously, this winter has been very wet so far. That's great news for reservoir levels here in California. And then the snowpack over in the Rockies is also looking really good. The upper and lower Colorado River basins, that's what's responsible for lake levels in Lake Powell and also in Lake Mead. So a little bit of a different watershed over there, but that watershed is also looking really good for this time of the year. But because this drought is so significant, because we've had years and years of drought conditions, it's going to take more than just one really wet year to completely turn things around. Really what it's going to take is several years, 3 to 4 years of compounding heavy, wet years, and then maybe things will turn around for the better. But so far, everybody is, very excited about all the rain, but, this drought isn't necessarily over yet.
A lot of green there with all that wet weather. And Max, I do have to ask you, because you're from California, maybe not Southern California, but when you hear a blizzard warning in San Diego, when you think of snow at the Hollywood sign, give me a little bit of perspective on that. How unusual, how odd does that feel to say?
Yeah, I mean, extremely unusual. There's really nothing, nothing except that to say about it. I mean, San Diego, Los Angeles, known for its beautiful beaches, sunny weather, not blizzard warnings. When we talk about Los Angeles County, for instance, I think something that a lot of people don't realize is that there are mountains in Los Angeles County. You have the Angeles National Forest, where you have some pretty high elevation mountains there. About 2.5 hours away, you've got Big Bear, which has a ski resort. So there's a lot of mountainous terrain around the area, but it usually doesn't see huge amounts of snowfall. With this system that moved in, we had massive amounts of snow. And especially when we're talking about Mammoth Mountain, which is in the eastern Sierra, man, Mammoth Mountain has just gotten tremendous snowfall this season. So, we're looking at very, very large snow totals for the Los Angeles area, for Southern California. Not usual, but it is welcome again, and especially for people who enjoy snow sports, enjoy skiing and snowboarding. It's great news. A lot of people heading up to Big Bear and to Mammoth to enjoy all that fresh powder. But San Diego, as I mentioned in the report, it's the first ever blizzard warning that they've ever issued. super rare.
Yeah, shredding on that mountain with those snow, but also maybe not shredding in the water with surfing. We appreciate it, Max Gordon, joining us here from Southern California. Thanks very much for joining us here.
Thank you.